Whew. I saw this video where this woman spoke about how like coming out of coming out of a period of being single and like opening up to the idea of like allowing love to come in. Opening up to the idea of allowing love to come in. And it resonated because I'm in a period right now where it's the same thing for me, right? I've been single for, I'd say, about 4 years officially for like 4 years. And like during my time of being single, like I found a lot of peace. I found a lot of like, it took me a while. I had to really like learn how to find peace, but I finally found peace. You know, a point of peace where like I find joy in like little things. And then I enjoy my time with myself. I'm very funny when I'm by myself. Like, I'm a very funny person when I'm by myself. And I found I've fallen in love with myself, you know? But then like opening up to the idea of like letting somebody come in, like I'll be honest, for me, I feel like I've already, personally, this is just me though, I feel like I've already prepared myself to receive love. And I'll be honest, like there was a point where I was kind of eager to receive love, you know what I mean? And I had to learn how to slow down. I had to learn how to step back. Because here's the thing, like you can give somebody your love, but not everybody's ready for love. Like that's something that I'm coming to understand too, is that everybody isn't ready for love. Just because I'm ready for love doesn't mean the next person's ready for love. You know what I mean? So like, a part of that is like sometimes you have to move at the pace of somebody else, but not necessarily forever. I do feel like there's a time limit you give somebody before you just like give them all your commitment. You know what I mean? And what I'm learning now is like I'll be honest, I'll speak for myself. You know, I speak with multiple women at a time, and like if they see this and they want to cut me off, like I'll accept those consequences. You know what I mean? But I want to be honest. I want to be honest. I want to be truthful. I want to tell my truth. I don't want to like lie. Like I don't like lying. I don't like holding truths. I hate lying, bro. I'd rather be honest and accept the consequences than to fucking like live a lie. But that is my truth, is that I do speak with multiple women. Here's the thing though. What I've come to understand, and this could just be me, but what I've come to understand is that every woman is different. Like, this is how I look at it. Like, every woman is different. So, like, the relationship I have with you is not the same as the relationship I have with you. Me and your relationship may not even be sexual. We might just be cool. Like, I have relationships with multiple women, but at the same time, I also know what I'm looking for. I know what I'm looking for, and I know, like, once I find it, I'll know when I find it. And I low-key feel like I'm finding it, like, but I don't know yet. I'm still in that period of, like, seeing where it goes. But back to the topic of discussion of how hard it is to like open up to that. It's very hard because, like I said, I've been single for 4 years officially. Like, in those 4 years, I wasn't speaking to nobody. I'm talking about nobody. I wasn't approaching nobody. I wasn't flirting with nobody. I wasn't kicking it with nobody. I wasn't talking to nobody. I wasn't doing it for 4 years. 4 years. 4 years I spent not talking to nobody. And in that time, like I learned to like value my own presence. I value my own presence with myself. I don't need people to have joy, to have peace, to have anything. I don't need people, right? But what I think is you know, as a person who you know went through that, I low-key feel like we attached to that though. We attached to it. And that's what we struggle with is attaching to that. Because here's the thing, and in all truth, right? Like, it's cool, but you remember, you always got to step out of your comfort zone. Yeah, we may be comfortable with ourselves, but that's the point. We're not meant to always just be comfortable all the time. We don't grow when we're just comfortable. You know what I mean? So it's important that we step out of that comfort zone of just being within our own presence. Yes, it's great that we know how to vibe with ourselves. That's great. That's so important. But the whole thing, the word, man, the word of the year is integration. Integration. That is the word of the year. Take that within everything that you do, like integration. So we've learned how to have peace with ourselves. We learned how to love ourselves. Here's the thing, I guarantee you, I bet you a lot of us, when we were in relationships, because I'm sure all of us came out of high school, sweetheart relationships and all that, right? People that we had a long-term relationship with. We likely didn't have that. We didn't have that ability to love ourselves and be cool with our own presence. I know I didn't. We didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? But now we have that. Now it's time for us to integrate that into the relationships that we have moving forward. Right? And at the same time, like, we do have to have discernment because, you know, just because you've grown, there are certain people who out here who have not grown. There are people out here who are not growing still. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just a reality. That's not to put anybody down. That is literally just the truth. There are people out here who are still doing the same things they've been doing, and they're not growing. They're not becoming new people. They're not becoming a whole new person. You know what I'm saying? So if you're still going for those people, that's on you. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I learned my lesson. Like, I know if I see these same patterns that I seen the first time, that's my signal for me to leave. That's my signal for me to go. You know what I mean? If you don't see those signals and you're ignoring those signals time after time after time after time, you might just be one of those people who are not growing. So I got some on my mouth, but you get what I'm saying though. Like, it's important that we have discernment. Like, in our time of isolation, if we didn't learn discernment, we didn't learn anything. You know what I'm saying? So, like, your discernment is still important when you're going out and you're meeting people. When you see patterns, like, you acknowledge them, right? You could even have a discussion about it. In all honesty, like, you know, y'all say communication is important, but y'all be ghosting people. How is communication important to you, but you can't even communicate to a person that you not interested in speaking? You know what I'm saying? Like, you obviously don't care about communication. You know what I mean? So, like, that right there is, like, maybe some people gotta look at about themselves. But I'm spiraling in this conversation, but I feel like it all still ties into what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, coming out of that comfort zone requires you to grow some more. Yeah, we've grown in our time of isolation. Yes, we have. We have grown. But now the next step of growing is, like, integrating it with your person. It's the reason why everybody out here fucking, you know what I'm saying? We might be doing well, but we struggling. Cause we not coming as a union. Everybody's trying, it's every man for themselves right now. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. That ain't how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be union. Everybody's supposed to be in a union. Where it's us. It's we in it. We a team. It's us. It's me and you. Me and you against the world. You know what I mean? Like, not literally, but, like, you know what I'm saying? In a sense of, like, there's literally nobody but me and you. And we gotta make this shit happen. We gotta make this shit happen. That's literally what the mindset should be. We gotta make this shit happen. Like, we gotta make this shit happen. One way or another, we gotta get it done. Everybody like to give up, though. That's the problem. Folks like to give up. Don't nobody wanna get through it. They wanna give up. That be the problem, too. Anyways, I feel like I done said a mouthful. I hope that all makes sense. I know it makes sense to me, but I hope it makes sense to y'all. I hope it really like resonates and like gives y'all some perspective to like really look at things differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not just look at things differently, but if it's a problem that you're experiencing, like that you actually become aware of it and make the changes that you need to make. You know what I'm saying? To make positive changes in your life. Positive changes in your love life. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like my love life is going in a positive direction. And right now I'm at a point where I don't want to do anything to, like, I don't know if y'all understand, bro. Like, I'm cutting off anything that's not aligning. Like, if it's something that, if I feel like if it what's the word? I feel like if it compromises my integrity, like if it's something that's gonna make me lie or be dishonest, I'm cutting it out of my life. If it's something that makes me feel ashamed, I'm cutting it out of my life. If it's something that makes me feel unvalued, or like, you know what I'm saying? If it makes me feel like, if it doesn't make me feel valued, because I know my own value, but I'm not gonna sit around and allow somebody else to make me feel like I'm not valuable. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm cutting that off. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of that, bro. Like, but you should know. Everybody should know what they need in their life. I know what I need. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know who I am. I know what I'm able to give. I know what I'm able to give. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to have any expectations. It should just come. I shouldn't have to expect you to love me. I should just be loved by you. You know what I mean? If it don't feel like that, then it's like, I'm cutting it. I'm cutting it. But that's my word, man. Appreciate y'all for listening. And y'all stay blessed.